to insert an image in Latex, you need to use this package. So we put here use package and graphic X. And then the next thing you also need is you want to indicate the path where, or the directory where it can locate your image. So you write /graphics path, and then you put them in brackets, in braces. So here I have my file at the same place where I have my text file, so I don't need to indicate anything. But if you have it at another place, you put points here. This point indicates that it's at where your text file is, and then you put a / and then you write that you keep putting the path. If it's in image directory, you write image directory there. Now, as usual, now the next thing you need to do is you can either, there are two things you can do. I normally just use a begin figure, but let's look at, in case you don't use a begin figure, you use include graphics. Always we have to put the /. So we have include graphics, and then you can either tell it, if your figure is very big and you want to scale it, so your image is very big and you want to scale it. For me, I want to scale my image to 0.1. I think I will see and then decide whether I want to scale it down again. And then you write the name of your image. So the name of my image is coins. So let's see here. I run and see. This is the simple way, but this doesn't work very well. So you see here, okay, I can scale it down. Let's scale it down a bit. I think it's too big. So 0.3 for example. Okay, so this is what we get here. Now another thing you can do is that if you don't want to use scale, you can indicate the width and the height. So you can just go on and say something like width, and then you tell it what width it is. Width, for example, is equal to 10 centimeters. If you want the height to be also 10 centimeters, you can state that. You put just a comma and then you put that. Let's try this to see. Yes, so it gives me, it changed it. Now one thing I would suggest you do is rather put this in the begin figure environment, because I'll tell you why I'm saying that, because then you can actually decide where you want to have your picture. If you want to have your image on top of a text, below a text, or in the middle, you can use that to do that. So let's see here. We go to begin. Figure. Obviously it gives me the end figure already, so it's better to always have the begin figure, end figure. Then you need this include graphics, and then you say the width, or you scale it down. Maybe I think this is too big for me. Maybe I put 5. So let's see this. Yes, I think maybe this is good. Now I want, you see, something happened to my figure. It looks like it jumped there, but I want my figure to be in between these two tests. I have a test here and I have a test here. I really want it to be there. So one thing I can do is that I can, if you use this H, the square brackets, and you put H there, it tells you that it should put it in between. It should put it at where you want it, as it looks like in the text file or the source code. So let's see here. You see, it's brought it here. If you use, for example, B, I think B is the bottom, it will take it to the bottom of it. Yes, it brought it very way down actually. Yes. Now if you want it to be, I don't know, let's try T as well. Yes, I want it to be on top. You say T, but if you want it to be at where how it looks like in your source code or text file, then you use H. Now another thing you want is maybe you want to give it a caption, so that you say that if you want to give it a caption, you just use, it's intuitive, use the / caption and then write the name of the whatever caption you want. I want to give something like coin graph, for example. So I run again. Let's see, it gives me the name of my coin, and so I can, and after you've given it a caption, maybe you want to reference it somewhere that in figure 3 you can see, or figure 1 you can see, so you can just put label and then you give it a name that you will call when in your reference. So you put something like label, I give it a name, maybe I call it fake coin. Now this name here, so if in case I want to reference this in anywhere in my text, I can say something like in figure, and then because maybe you have a lot of figures, you cannot always go write this not there and always looking for it and putting it there. So if you just know the name of the label, you just write it and then you say /reference, and then you put fake coin is the name you gave it. So fake coin. Now let's see here. Oh, okay, I think I have to run it again. I am having problems. Yes, it's because I did not run it again. You can see it says that in figure 1 insert, and this is figure 1. So that's how you can insert a figure or an image in LaTeX. If you please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. Thank you. Bye.